The first shove came without warning. Lieutenant Carter, brimming with self-importance, yanked the rookie's duffel bag across the hallway and sneered. "Watch where you put that, rookie." The hallway fell silent for a heartbeat, the tension thick enough to choke on. The rookie didn't flinch. She simply stood straighter, letting the weight of her calm stare meet his arrogance. The base buzzed with whispers. Some soldiers couldn't believe the audacity of the confrontation, while others leaned closer, sensing something unusual in the air. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who is listening. Her name was Commander Evelyn Hart, but no one on the training floor knew it yet. To everyone, she was just another new recruit, quiet and unassuming. But beneath her crisp uniform and steady gaze was a lifetime of authority. Skill and unspoken battles, she had risen through ranks that most men only dreamed of. The arrogance of Lieutenant Carter was the first mistake he made that day, and it wouldn't be his last. Carter smirked, thinking he could intimidate someone so seemingly fragile. "Don't tell me you're going to cry over spilled gear, rookie," he taunted, circling her like a predator sizing up prey. Evelyn's hands remained steady at her sides. Her mind, however, was a flurry of controlled calculation. She could end this confrontation in a dozen ways. Yet she held herself back, savoring the moment, every soldier in the hallway watching, completely unaware of the storm about to unfold. The hallway smelled of polished dust and nerves. Sunlight pierced through the tall windows, catching motes of dust that danced lazily in the air, spotlighting the tension like a stage. Soldiers exchanged uneasy glances. Some muttered under their breath, "Who is she?" Others leaned closer, curiosity and apprehension warring on their faces. Evelyn felt every heartbeat in the corridor, every whisper carrying weight. She had mastered countless challenges, but this one was delicate. Reveal herself too soon, and the lesson would be lost. Carter stepped closer. The smirk never left his face, but his eyes flickered briefly, betraying doubt he didn't know he had. Evelyn tilted her head, her voice calm, yet sharp enough to slice through the bravado. "Maybe you should learn respect before you demand it," she said softly. The silence that followed was instantaneous. Soldiers froze mid-step. The hum of the bass seemed to pause. Carter's bravado faltered, his smirk wavered. Evelyn's calm was not weakness. It was authority in its purest form, and it radiated in waves that left the hallway trembling. A few hours later, the base convened for an inspection by Admiral Laura McIntyre herself. Soldiers lined up, nervous and tense, uniforms crisp, eyes wide. Evelyn walked calmly beside them, still unnoticed by most. When the Admiral's gaze swept the formation, it paused direct and piercing, scanning every face. Then, her eyes fell on Evelyn. A faint smile tugged at the corner of her mouth. "The General Admiral McIntyre, act in a commanding tone. And your call sign?" Evelyn looked straight ahead, her voice measured and unyielding. "Admiral Hart, sir." Silence hit like a shockwave, eyes widened. Murmurs rippled through the crowd. Lieutenant Carter's jaw went slack. Some soldiers stumbled backward involuntarily. The hall, once filled with low chatter, had become a stage for reverence and disbelief. Evelyn remained composed, but inwardly she reflected on the irony. To some, she had been a rookie. To Carter, a nuisance. But every shove, every challenge, had been an opportunity to witness the true nature of those around her. Power, she realized, was often hidden in plain sight, cloaked in humility and patience. The moral tension was palpable. Should she humiliate him now, make an example, assert dominance? Or should she guide him quietly, letting him learn through reflection? Evelyn chose the latter. "Lieutenant Carter," she said gently but firmly. "There is no excuse for arrogance when the mission depends on every person's respect and collaboration. Learn from this, and you may yet earn the right to lead." The lesson landed with the weight of 1,000 unspoken truths. Soldiers shifted, realizing that rank and appearance are rarely the measures of true authority. Evelyn's composure, her quiet strength, had shifted the culture in that single moment. Later, during the mission briefing, Evelyn demonstrated her skill, knowledge, and leadership. She navigated tactical simulations with precision, her voice calm, strategic, and inspiring. Soldiers followed her instructions without hesitation. What once seemed impossible now felt achievable under her guidance. Carter watched, humbled, beginning to understand that true leadership was rooted in courage, empathy, and expertise, not ego. The base slowly buzzed with approval. Whispers of the Admiral among us circulated, not just for Evelyn's rank, but for her approach. Her presence had reshaped respect and understanding among every soldier present. By the end of the day, Evelyn walked through the same hallways where she had been underestimated, the sunlight now striking her silhouette like a halo. Lieutenant Carter caught up briefly, voice low, almost reverent. I understand now, ma'am. I'm sorry. Evelyn nodded, a soft smile breaking through. Good, learn from this, and you'll do better. That's what matters. The moral truth was clear. Authority is not taken, it is recognized, earned, and respected. And courage, humility, and patience often wield a power far greater than brute force or arrogance. Because kindness doesn't vanish, it waits, and it finds its way back. As Evelyn exited the hall that evening, she reflected on the irony of the day. The rookie everyone underestimated had reminded a room full of soldiers that rank is more than a title, it's an embodiment of character. And the base, once filled with tension and misjudgment, now hummed with a newfound respect for what leadership truly means. If this story moved you, leave a comment, subscribe to Whispered Words, and share where you're watching from. Your voice keeps these stories alive.